All right, it's Nic Harcourt here, and I'm really happy to meet Christone Kingfish Ingram. How are you, man?
Hey man, I'm doing fine. How about you?
I'm all right. I'm all right. My apologies. I want to just put it out there. I got the time wrong. I was half an hour late to my own meeting, so my apologies.
Nah, no
Um,
problem at all. No problem.
but I got a time traveling machine behind me. Maybe we can fix that. So how are you? Listen, what are you up to? What's been going on?
Oh man, everything's been fine. I just been here at the house, just pretty much maintaining and doing just pretty much doing more writing than anything, and and some session work here and there as well. So that's pretty much all I've been doing. Just writing songs galore and all like that, and just collabing with different writers and stuff like that.
Have you been quarantining? I mean, what have you been doing the last 3 or 4 months?
Pretty much, yeah. Just pretty much, yeah. Just staying in, staying safe. Only going out when I have to. I did a few things here and there, but other than that, just staying in and writing songs and session work here and there. And that's pretty much it.
So when you say session work, is that stuff that you're doing at home? I mean, are you working remotely to do that?
Right. I have my laptop right here, and I have an interface, and all the guys have to do just send me the track, and I'll just play on it, something like that.
Right. So what kind of stuff you've been doing? Can you tell us?
I did a song. I did a song with Boosie Collins. I played a quick solo on a song that he just put out. It's called Stars. Um, and I just released my own single not too long ago. Another single about the title of rock and roll. So other than that, that's pretty much the only things that I've been doing.
So are you at home on your own? Are you with family? I mean, how's what?
Pretty much home on my own. I pretty much live alone.
Right. So what's a typical day for you under quarantine?
I may get up, see what the day may hold. Practice a lot.
Yeah.
Uh, Maybe hop on a video game or two, maybe, and listen to some music. Pretty much. I don't really have a routine, but I chill most of the time, and or just on my guitar or something like that.
So how did the year change for you? I mean, obviously, I mean things were going really great for you last year. You
Right.
had a great couple of years.
Right.
Um, what would you have been doing this year? What were the plans before lockdown?
I think yeah, we were wrapping up some of the US dates, and we were supposed to be going overseas. We were supposed to be hitting up Australia, Spain, we were supposed to be doing a show in Paris, London. I think we're supposed to be overseas right now. And just so many shows we had in store, and yeah, and COVID kind of pretty much worked all that out, with the travel bans and stuff like that.
Do you like the road? I mean, you're still a young guy. I don't know how much time you spent on the road, but is it an enjoyable part of what you do?
Oh, most definitely, most definitely. I spent most of last year and half of and the first half of this year on the road, and it was very, I would say, very enjoyable. That's my happy place. I would rather be there than you know you know um, than stuck at home.
Yeah. So have you been working on new material? I mean, you said you've been practicing and writing.
Right.
What's coming up for you?
Well, as far as the guitar is concerned, I've been reading some stuff on theory and and um and looking at some videos on theory and other players and whatnot. Other than that, I just been writing about some of the experiences I've been going on with. I've been code writing again with Tom Hambridge, and I've been I'm actually working on a song right now with KMO as well.
So, writing about your experiences. I mean, clearly, we're all living in a different time than we were at the beginning of this year.
Right.
And obviously, the social movements that have been happening in the last 4 or 5 months, the Black
Mhm.
Lives Matter movement, obviously becoming mainstream, and more artists, black artists, beginning to talk about their experiences. I was on a Zoom meeting with a guy, a writer, singer in town here, a guy called Chris Pierce, a couple of weeks ago, and he told me that he had had all these experiences in his life, but he never felt comfortable writing about them, and now he does. And I'm wondering how things might have shifted for you in the last 6 months in what you're writing about and what's important for you to express?
Well, I'll say this: being a 21-year-old black male from the Mississippi Delta, it's imperative that that I say something or write about it. I'll be honest and say I haven't had I I haven't had an experience that's quite blatant in racism yet, or I just didn't know it. But I'm pretty sure I will down in the future. But um, other than that, I can write about what I see with my black brothers and sisters, and I can also write about uh 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 any experience, because I know one day it just might be me or my auntie or my nephew or my uncle or anything like that. I feel like all of that is pretty much all of that goes into what the blues is, in life itself.
Who are the players that you've been most inspired by? I was reading some stuff about you, and I know that you name check a few people, and one of them is a guy that I spend a little bit of time with, Buddy Guy.
Oh yeah.
Who are the players that have been most influential to you?
Oh man, from the Three Kings like BB, Albert, and Freddie, uh, to guys like Eric Gales and Eric Johnson, to some of the older cats like Son House and Muddy, Howlin' Wolf, Jimmy Rogers, Albert Collins, so many different people. A lot of the hometown heroes like Big Jack Johnson here, uh, as you mentioned, Buddy Guy, Hendrix, George Benson, and pretty much the list goes on and on.
What about songwriters? Who inspires you as a songwriter?
Man, Prince for sure, and the R&B singer by the name of Babyface. I've always enjoyed his songwriting for sure.
Sure. What did you grow up listening to, and how did you listen? Were you listening on the radio? I mean, what's your earliest recollections of being turned on to music?
Pretty much everything that my mom and dad was playing on the radio. My mom played most of the music. She played like a bunch of soul, funk, R&B, disco type stuff. Earth, Wind and Fire, Sam Cooke, Gap Band, stuff like that. Very versatile. But with my dad and my brother, that's when the hip hop stuff came in. So I learned about Tupac and all the Southern rappers, all the Houston guys like DJ Screw. So I had a melting pot of music just pretty much been playing around me, 24/7.
When did you actually pick up the guitar?
Pretty much, I would say around age 8. That's when I started learning. But then I switched to bass. But then when I had picked it up officially, I think it had to be like age 12 or 13.
Well, why did you switch to bass, and why didn't that last too long?
Well, because I felt like my fingers was too big for the strings at the time. So then I switched to bass and I started learning bass, and bass had became my main instrument. And then after when I left the Delta Blues Museum program, that's when I had switched to guitar.
So how did you adapt that? I mean, obviously you're a big guy, and as you said, you got big fingers. I mean, did you do exercises? I mean, how did you like get the dexterity in your fingers to be able to work on a regular guitar?
I feel like playing bass, and because with they both being string instruments, I feel like me playing a bass and me getting comfortable with that feeling, I think it kind of set me up for the guitar. And after when I learned the bass, when I got on guitar, I really didn't have much of a problem. I didn't do any exercise. I think I kind of got it, and it just kind of adapt, naturally maybe.
Do you have a lot of guitars? Is it something that you collect? Are you a collector?
I have maybe like close to 30 something maybe.
That's not bad at 21.
Right.
I hate to see how many you're going to have in another 10 years, right?
Man, hopefully not too many, but a lot.
When you're playing a guitar, a particular kind of guitar, what do you look for? What about tone? What's important to you in how you select the instrument?
I love dark tones. I love dark tones. I love something that's clean, not really all that muddy. When it comes to necks, I like rosewood fingerboards. They're more comfortable to me than the maple. but I do like maple too, and I'm big on humbuckers. I'm just getting back into the single coil sound, but I'm big on humbuckers. I like that. I like that fat full sound.
Right. That's the pickups, obviously, right?
Right.
Right. Coming back to the songs that you're working on right now, are you working on an album, or are you going to continue with a series of singles?
We're actually working on the album. We actually have enough songs for 2 albums at the moment. Some of the songs that I've written with Tom Hambridge, and plus the one that I'm working on at the moment with Kel Mo, and I got some written with Mr. Larry Fulcher from the Phantom Blues Band as well. So plans to hopefully record to be like later in the fall maybe, and then we'll have probably the whole album out about 2020 to 2021 early.
How do you write remotely? I mean, you said that, for playing like sessions, it's pretty easy. You just sort of like, just record your own session and obviously send it to whoever's going to mix it.
Mm-hmm.
How do you work remotely for writing?
What I'll do is if there's like a certain word for a title or a certain phrase come in, I'll just write it down, and it's pretty much either or. Maybe the music will come to me and like a lick will be playing, and I'll track it down and I'll try to like mumble some words over it, and pretty much I don't have like a standard agenda. Whatever happens in the moment, that's pretty much that that uh that that is pretty much how that works.
So it's more of a feel on, whatever's going on in the moment.
Right.
So
I think the best songs comes out that way.
Yeah. Are you a guy who sort of writes things down and keeps voice notes, comes back to them?
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah.
Phrases and everything.
Right. So let's come back to quarantine real quick. What's the weirdest thing you've found yourself doing in quarantine that you would never have imagined you would have done? Do you go on Amazon? Do you go shopping? Do you buy weird things in the middle of the night?
Yeah, man. Yeah, I do a whole lot of internet shopping. I like sneakers and stuff like that, man. And you know what? The quarantine made me change my house around. I start getting like new furniture and stuff in. So that's weird. I never went like furniture shopping before. So stuff like that is kind of weird.
And then getting it delivered to the house, obviously.
Right, exactly.
Hoping it fits and all that kind of stuff.
Right. Rather than going to the store and trying it out.
Yeah. So moving forward right now, I mean, obviously we're all still sort of waiting for the opportunity for live music to come back. Have you been doing any live stuff from home? Have you been doing any streaming shows?
Most definitely, yeah. That's pretty much one of the best ways for musicians to gain pretty much income and a whole new fan base, because I think it's been pretty cool. I've did a couple and they have really, man, like tremendously blessed me, and I've enjoyed a couple of other live streams as well from other musicians as well.
Yeah. So how do you do that? I mean, is it just something where you play from home and you set up a stream? Do you do it on Facebook? Have you been doing some stuff where you get people to buy tickets?
Right. I haven't did none like a personal show like the club in town we have here called Ground Zero Blues Club. They've been having their own like quarantine sessions. So they've been calling like some of the local musicians to come in and play. And I did like 2 of those live streams for that. And some of the other live streams I've been doing are for festivals. What I do is I'll just sit here and hook up my interface on my mic, or I just might record it at my dad's house or something like that, and it works good. And I just record like maybe a 5-song set, or maybe like chop the videos up, and that's how we do it.
Have you been learning anything new? Like I've been talking to a couple of people who have, artists who have started making and editing videos at home. I mean, I was talking to Alex Greenwood. He's the lead singer of Phantom Planet, and he bought a green screen and started making videos at home. Have you been learning any new stuff, any new equipment, or any new gear, or any new programs?
One of the musicians I did one of my first live stream with, he had told me to get like a little mixer. So I'm trying to learn how to work that and mix the vocals and everything when all that comes in.
Right. How's it going? Working out?
Somewhat.
Trial and
Somewhat.
error, right?
Right. You know.
Right. So obviously, as I said, we don't know when live shows are going to be coming back, but have you got stuff planned for next year? As you said, you're hoping maybe in the fall.
I'm most definitely. I know we got rebooked for the Blues Festival in Byron Bay in Australia, and we got some NI US dates are being rescheduled as well, and all our overseas stuff. So everything just pretty much being pushed to like the beginning of next year for sure.
Right. So how are you looking to get through the rest of this year? I mean, you got any plans to do anything different or try anything new?
Well, yeah, I want to get my band together and see can we all do a big live stream as a band because uh I've just been doing the solo thing, so I was wanting to see if we could get all together or maybe or we can all record in different spots or something like that, and
Right.
just and just make like a montage video or something like that.
Oh, that's cool. So like all four of you. Sorry, how many are in the band?
It's four of us, four of us.
All right. So like doing something where you're each playing a part and then sort of
Right.
compiling it into a video.
Exactly. Right.
Right. I was looking at something earlier on this week. There's a website called Veep, VEEP.com,
Okay.
and they're promoting concerts from individual artists or whatever who are doing their own thing, and then they sell the tickets, and I presume they take a commission or whatever. Have you thought about actually planning like a full-on production, maybe in the club or from somewhere where you can sell tickets to people around the world?
Yeah, we've actually been thinking about that. We've just been trying to see like which date would be the right date to do it when everyone is feeling safe about coming out and everything, and my band and everything like that.
So what's the next music we're going to get to hear from you? You said there's a single out right now.
Mm-hmm.
What's coming next?
Oh well, you never know. I know we're trying to get some dates to record the album in a couple of months. So you never know. You might get a little sneak peek from that.
All right, man. Well, I'm looking forward to that, and it's great actually getting to meet you. We've been playing your music on the station for a while, and hopefully we'll get to see you in LA in the not too distant future.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate the support. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, and thank you. As I said, my apologies for you being half an hour late for this, but thank you for your time.
Oh, no problem. Thank you for the opportunity, for sure.
Great, man. See you, Christone.
Yes, sir.
Cheers, man.
Yes, sir.